Where the fuck is McClay?
So my dad, when his knee shit started happening, right, he went to a pain. It was so bad, so he had to go to a new doctor down here, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, we'll prescribe you stuff for your knee, but you have to quit taking the RSO." And so my dad, so my dad called me. He's like, "Brian, I have to quit taking the RSO. I have to get this surgery done, this and that." I'm like, "Yeah, Dad, I understand." He's like, I won't be able to do the surgery because they want to make sure I'm not,
Why? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So I'm like, yeah, that sucks. So
how do they even know he's taking it? Because
they're piss testing him, yeah. So I get back from Baltimore, and he goes,
I just can't believe that really fast.
Isn't it ridiculous?
That they won't do the surgery if he still takes the RSO?
Yeah.
That is absolutely insane, dude.
Yeah.
That shouldn't have any effect on fucking anything. As a matter of fact, that should help, and it would heal the process and probably...
I got another one.
Help him with his anxiety going into the surgery.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
I got another one for you.
Those doctors are getting paid like a motherfucker.
Big time.
Fucking big pharma and shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So my dad says to me, he picks me up from Baltimore. This is before I go to Baltimore. I get back from Baltimore, and my dad fucking tweaked his knee again, And I'm like, how's your knee? He's like, oh, I heard it, but it's much better now. I just said fuck it and started taking the RSO again. I'm like, good for you.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck them. They'll do the surgery. They want the money.
Yeah, no shit.
Fuck them.
Well, now I'm all worried because I'm supposed to have hip surgery in January, and they're
fuck them.
Find cannabis in my piss for sure.
Yeah, fuck them. They'll do the surgery. You know what I mean? They're not gonna turn away fucking that money. Fuck them. Here's the other thing. So, somebody I know works in the social work industry, and he mentioned to somebody that was going through, pain and this and that and taking pills for pain and this. And he said, hey, you might want to try like CBD oil. And they fucking threatened him to write him up for it.
Yeah, that's big farms dollars right there.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is, bro. Fuck them. Fuck them. And you know what? The only way that we can end it is by talking about it. Like, that's the other thing, conversation is so stifled right now.
That's legal?
Yeah.
Like, what if he has his med card, right?
Yes, he has his med card.
So who are they to say that? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Is that even legal? Like, that just sounds so fucking wrong, dude.
It does. Well, how many of these pain centers won't see patients if they piss test for cannabis, which it should be the other way around. The pain center should be use as much cannabis as possible because it's a better alternative.
Oh, yeah, the pain clinics and shit.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, if they find THC in your piss, then they don't want to give you...
Yeah, my dad said he woke up one day and his whole body was hurting. His whole body was hurting. He couldn't even get out of bed. And and at that point I told him, I go, Dad, fucking, you take whatever it is that is helping you not be in pain, you take it. I don't care if it's, at this age, I don't care if it's pain meds, RSO.
Yeah, as harsh as we talk about opiates and all those things, there is a time and place for them.
Yes.
When people are in absolute fucking pain. Unfortunately, the stigma and all the crazy shit that happened,
big money,
it just it made people who really need it, it's harder to get, you know what I mean? And then they're even afraid to take it, that sucks.
It does, dude. It's sad, but hopefully it'll change, dude. Who knows?
I just read I think it was on Twitter today about a surgeon who, in the middle of surgery, just wanted to go eat in his car real quick, and then he fucking fell asleep. And like now they're like, he never went back to the surgery and shit like that. And they're like, what? It's like, what the fuck? Like, how often does that happen?
Well, I'd rather have him fucking fall asleep than not fall asleep while I'm cut open in front of him.
Yeah, that's true.
It happens a lot now because there's so many people in the medical industry that are saying fuck you, and they're not coming back to work, or they're getting let go because of all the bullshit.
Yeah.
That's how like as soon as that started happening, that was like the first red sign for me. Like, hold on, this isn't a medical thing anymore. This isn't about helping people. If you're firing fucking nurses,
Well, those are the nurses that were on the front lines in the beginning.
Yes.
And they told them to just like act like everything's cool.
yeah,
And even not wear masks at times because they were afraid to like instill fear in everybody. And then they all got COVID.
yeah,
And now they're getting fired for not getting the vaccine.
Yep.
Because, that's fucked up.
yeah, sad, dude. It's ridiculous.
Anyway, I know you wanted to talk about the well, actually, let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah. So, hey, you guys, thanks for hanging out. That was a great way to start the show, but I want to remind everybody, do me a favor, go check out our Patreon. If you guys want to help support the podcast, there's many ways you guys can. This is one of the biggest ways, especially when we talk about subjects like we were just talking about. So go check out our Patreon, patreon.com/the Bogcast. There's different types of levels that you can join per month. So for as little as $2 a month, you can join the Thunderfuck membership, which is for people that like what we're doing and just want to support. So you get a shout out on the show when you sign up, weekly updates and exclusive lens posts. And then Egyptian Green Wizard, $5 a month. You can get all that stuff, plus behind the scenes footage, general support, complete past archive. Go check out the Patreon. You'll see all these, but Mario power-ups, membership, $10 a month. Everything, including Discord benefits. We're going to have our Discord up here, rocking here soon. So make sure you guys check that out. There's all kinds of stuff, but make sure you go check out patreon.com/the Blogcast. Also, make sure to go check out our Teespring account. You can find all kinds of cool stuff there. Get yourself a Where the Fuck is McClay shirt, or my favorite, the Take a Hit of the Bogcast.
This will actually be updated with winter gear here soon.
I can hardly wait to get a new hoodie, because I'm gonna get the Take a Hit of a Bogcast hoodie. That's gonna be heading my way soon. I also really love this one right here, so make sure you guys get that one too. I love how it says on the back on the bottom. So anyways, make sure you guys go check that out. Teespring.com. The Bogcast on Teespring.com. You guys can find all these links if you guys just go to our YouTube page and just click up here. It's got all the links right up here to our Teespring and our Patreon. So awesome stuff.
And then you can also find the audio version pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Spotify,
Podcatchers.
Apple Podcasts.
I get it on
Amazon Music.
I get it on Pocket Casts.
It's on there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I
And
think
then,
I get it on Pocket Casts.
We distribute all this shit through a site called Libsyn, and they actually have our own like player on there too.
That's
with all our
actually really
sites.
cool. Yeah.
So anyway, I know you wanted to talk about the Alec Baldwin bullshit.
So the second that I heard about this, dude, excuse me. Second that I heard about it, I thought about you, because being in the acting industry, like they say, they always talk. Any level of the acting industry, you're dealing with having to use guns in shoots, right? And they talk about, all I keep hearing is, there's no such thing as a prop gun. These are guns. Which to me is like bullshit, because you guys have used prop guns in shoots at my house that you can't fire.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what the fuck? Why are they saying like?
I know, it still blows my mind too that real guns are on set.
Yes.
I get what they're trying to do. They just want it to make it look as realistic as possible. Obviously, a real gun's gonna play off camera way better than a fake prop one, because they even have prop ones that look realistic, but they're actually like rubber, if you hit someone or something like that. Like, there's all different styles of prop guns, but for some reason they still use real guns on set, but I want to be clear about something first. Is there have been millions and millions of shots fired from guns in films, successfully without any incident, This is obviously just a very unfortunate event, but this is a lot of unprofessionalism going on the set, obviously, So
Well, one of the things that blew me away, and and that's exactly what it was. It was 100%.
And the other thing that blows my mind that I read today, maybe you can find this, is that not only is there a real gun on set, they found like over 500 rounds of ammunition.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is there any live ammunition
I can tell
on
you
the
why.
set?
You want to know why? They were target shooting in between takes for fun.
That's unprofessionalism,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's there should never be live rounds anywhere near
Ever.
any of that shit.
Ever.
So
And that's the thing that blows me away, is because, you know, you hear everybody talking about, oh, is Alec Baldwin going to be criminally liable, and as Alec Baldwin should he be charged? He was the fucking producer on that movie.
well, so this is where I feel about that is Alec Baldwin, the actor, I don't necessarily blame.
No.
So, because I'm putting myself in that position, or any actor. Most actors hate guns, and they're just pretending when they're doing all of that shit. So they're just handed the gun from what's supposed to be the prop master, or they call him the armorer.
Yeah.
And you think that you're in good hands because you're on this big professional set and there's all these stars. You don't like second guess whether this is going to be a live round in there or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people who are saying that, like, no matter what, when you have a real gun, you should fucking check it and stuff. But even as the actor, you might not even know if it's a real gun or a prop gun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you just doing it to, you're just focused on getting the scene done or whatever.
Well,
you know what I mean?
the crazy thing is that the armorer handed it to the assistant director. There's another unprofessionalism. That should, like, and then the assistant director handed it to Baldwin.
Yeah, that's just
crazy.
So first of all, the armor should only hand it to Alec right before they're getting ready to call action. And then right when they call cut, he takes it back, and he should be holding it the entire time.
Yes.
So I don't know, like, the kind of silliness maybe Alec Baldwin was doing. Like, maybe he, like, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard rumors that, like, he was like, I'll shoot you too, or just like fucking around. Like, I don't know if any of that's true, but like, I don't know, the details on any of that, but like that gun should be in his hand in a very minimal amount of time,
So the stories from what I've been hearing and doing research on, he was trying to, I don't know if they were trying to get some type of maybe close up on the trigger pull or something, and he was talking to the AD like, is this how you want me to do it? And he was practicing the trigger pull. And when he practiced the trigger pull, he pulled the trigger, and shot, and it shot. So that is the crazy thing.
And he was facing it probably towards, like, just slightly off camera. And that's where the DP.
Yes.
We can't talk about this without mentioning her name. Can you bring up her name? Because fucking God rest her soul and her family. And, like, dude, like, I was looking at her IMDb. She fucking was doing short films, shit from like 2012 all the way until now, and you can tell she kind of like recently got her break working on some big shit, and it's
Helena Hutchins. I'm sorry if I'm butchering.
Helena Hutchins.
A wife, mother, and deeply admired colleague of ours. Man, that's sad. And she was supposed to be like an up and coming, really smart, in part of that field.
So back to the Alec Baldwin. So like I said, I go back and forth with the actor part. Like, I kind of just don't blame him because of the actor. But like you said, the producer, he's fucking fully to blame.
Yes.
Like, he's in charge of hiring the armor and hiring all those people. And then you find out that I guess they had walk-offs before because of safety concerns and unprofessionalism and shit like that. So there's some fishy shit going on.
Do you think that? So here's a question for you. Do you think that because of the world we're in and the COVID and all that stuff, that they just kind of went off the cuff and they couldn't get certain things and they're like, fuck it, we're just gonna do it anyways because we're spending so much money on this movie?
You mean like just cutting corners?
Yeah, cutting corners.
Oh, I think every production does that for sure. Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me read this really quick. This is a message from. Serge Savetnoy. People are asking her if she was friends with her or not. She's like, I've worked with her on almost all of her films. Sometimes we share food and water. We've been burning under the sun, freezing in the snow on the shoots. We took care of each other. So yes, I can say with 100% confidence she was my friend. And then she goes on just talking about all the different calls and shit she got, but I wanted to bring up like the point she wanted to bring, because she saw the whole fucking thing, dude, right in front of her. She's like, it's the fault and negligence and unprofessionalism. The negligence from the person who is supposed to check the weapon on the site did not do this. The person who had to announce that the loaded gun was on the site did not do this. The person who should have checked this weapon before bringing it to the set did not do it. And the death of the human is the result. I'm sure that we had the professionals in every department but one, the department that was responsible for the weapons. There's no way a 24-year-old woman can be a professional with armory. There's no way... Sorry, my shit's kind of blocking because I screenshotted it. There's no way that her more or less the same age friend from school... Oh, fuck, I can't even see the rest of that.
Yeah, that was the problem, is the armorer was very young and inexperienced.
Yeah, exactly.
She even went on a podcast like a month before talking about how scared she is because she really doesn't know how to deal with this stuff, and she's going on this set talking about
And she was
Rust.
talking about how inexperienced she was. Like I said, it was cut off, but then she goes into like, we need people on the set who like know that they don't need to know that they need to put a sandbag on a tripod or fix the ladder on the stage or fence off the explosion. They have it in their blood. Like, they need those kind of people when they're having those style jobs, not a fucking 24-year-old. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then she just went on to say, I'm calling out the producers. We have a fascinating and amazing job, but it's also dangerous. We film in the mountains, in the open water, underwater. We have explosions, shooting guns, car crashes, electricity after all, and much more. To save a dime sometimes, you hire people who are not fully qualified for the complicated and dangerous jobs, and you risk the lives of other people who are close and your lives as well, you know?
Yep.
So she goes on like to more detail about it and shit, but like,
So one
that kind of sums it up there, I think. Yeah, it's very sad. I know people think being insensitive to that shooting because we put a joke in our campaign or whatever, but like,
yeah,
you know,
fuck. That's not being insensitive to shooting. That's
my favorite kind of people are the ones that say jokes like way too soon, like Ari Shafir or you know,
Yes.
Rich Formey.
Listen, that is how people
So if
cope
I
with
die,
things.
you can make a joke that very day. I give no fucks, seriously.
Well, humor's important. That's how people cope.
Yeah.
That's why like dark humor is so important. That really dark humor is how people cope. It's how people laugh. Laughing is very important, you know, for our fucking psyches. That's how we cope. So fuck them. If they complain about dark humor, that's
I'm
one
not
thing.
worried about it.
That
yeah.
wasn't fucking dark humor. That
I'm the
was
one that fought to keep it in.
yeah. That wasn't dark humor. That was fucking her like trying to be like, ha ha, and you know, you're an asshole. You know, you said stupid shit about Donald Trump, and now look what happened to you. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want a fucking person like that as a politician. Fuck off. Anyways.
Don't think she would even have a chance, dude. You know who has a chance?
Joe Rogan.
Fucking Rock.
The Rock, yeah. The
I'd
Rock
vote
does.
for The Rock.
Bro, I watched, after watching
He's
that,
inspiring as fuck.
dude, after watching that DC Fandom thing, did you see his
Oh,
DC
now you'll vote for him?
No, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, dude, I don't think there's anybody out there that does not like The Rock. Like, even like people that hated him during his wrestling days, like they see the shit that he do when he introduced that fucking film, the way he talked about it, like he was talking to comic fans. He's like, listen, you guys, I know this has taken a long time. Trust me, I want to make this film more than anything. I know it's taken a long time, though. You know what I mean? Because that's all the people in the comics end are doing. They're like, yeah, we've been waiting 7 years for this. What the fuck? You know what I mean? And anyways, I was watching that and I'm like, dude, The Rock's a cool motherfucker. Like,
He has like fucking 70 million Instagram followers or
Holy
something
shit.
insane, dude. He has like maybe even 100. Look it up really quick. How many his Instagram? He has like one of the top most followers on there and shit. It's crazy. I don't actually give two shits about The Rock, but like I'm all about inspiring people,
Yeah.
and he does those fucking
Yeah.
videos where he's literally brings his gym everywhere he goes, and he works out at fucking 4 in the morning.
276 million.
Oh, I was way off. I knew it was something insane. I thought 70 was insane, but
276 million.
how do you even see it?
It showed me it before.
Oh.
Yeah, I clicked it. That is nuts, dude.
That's like got to be like the top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like by like probably like the Kardashians or some bullshit.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Well, speaking of all that bullshit, so you fucking kicked off a Kickstarter, bro.
Yeah, kind of nervous trying to raise money. It sucks asking people for money, dude. But
No, I think it's
filmmaking's
cool,
like,
dude. That's part of the process.
yeah. We have all these. Excuse me. We have all these tools to do it. To whereas like, if you read Bruce Campbell's book, If Chins Could Kill, on how they raised the money for fucking Evil Dead and all that bullshit, they literally just had to like go door to door, to strangers or their family members and just beg, for money and get checks and stuff like that. So now we can have a website where people can go to and
see what it's all about.
Yeah, the first time we did it through just the web page, but I think that was restricted to just like everyone on the project, social medias and family and friends. Towards the Kickstarter, anybody can go on there. Like it just has like a broader reach, you know what I mean, as far as the people that can pledge to it and shit like that. So
yeah,
but I just don't think people realize how much like money this shit costs, dude. It's absolutely insane. And like we're already pinching pennies, and I already feel bad because a lot of people are doing it for the cheap, you know what I mean. But I just want to like take care of everyone properly, and because like morale is really important to me, and just everyone fucking leaving set, not only having a good time, but like
yeah, well,
at least having a check.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. When people are having fun making the film, that's a big deal, and it seems like people that you have around you are having fun making the film.
Yeah, so we raised $7,000 the first time around, and that was pretty much spent on the first 3 days. So we're halfway through on pre-production for the next 4, and I don't know. You want to play the video or something?
Yeah, fucking yeah, dude.
I wonder if it'll.
That shit last.
We'll get a copyright.
Yeah, you're gonna get a copyright strike
shit.
on your own shit. All right, you're gonna have to fucking turn your TV up.
Is it down?
Probably. What the fuck?
Is it the Wi-Fi or what?
I don't know what it is, bro. It's probably my fucking.
What's up, Mimi? My name's Keith Obed. I'm the writer-director of The Soundguy.
My name is Justin Bird. I am actually the assistant director.
Hi, I'm Scott Levesque. I'm director of photography on The Soundguy.
My name is Cliff. I play Cliff in The Soundguy. My name is Rich Forming. I play the character Mo.
We're a group of actors, musicians, and filmmakers coming together and joining forces to make the best damn stoner comedy we possibly can.
I really couldn't believe it, actually. I thought this must be a joke. This couldn't be a real project that's happening. Because I'm a sound guy in my real life. There couldn't be a role more right for me. And then after working with Keith, I found even more so that
you guys did a good job with this.
Written for me somehow, even though Keith and I don't know each other prior to this project.
This is an Arizona film, all Arizona actors and crew. Music is originally scored by Arizona artists.
Where we are now, halfway through production, it's the thing I live for most on film sets, being able to see something from concept to completion. To be able to have a crazy idea and be able to fight nature to capture that moment in time, and basically in a place that doesn't exist. It takes a lot of effort, time, and money. And that's where you can come in.
Yeah, we're doing a four-day block of shooting in here in December, and where we're doing a concert scene in here. Bobby Buttrock, the 80s god of Buttrock, is going to be in here doing a show, so it's a place to be crawling with 80s broads.
The thing that sucks about making films is it requires a lot of money. There's all kinds of moving parts that come together to make one cohesive piece of art. The best way that you can help is by financially backing the project. And by doing so,
You can get rewards, such as a shout out on social media.
A poster signed by cast and crew.
Get a spot as an extra in the scene in here that we're shooting.
An invite to the premiere, or even an executive producer's credit.
$1,000 donation will get you an executive producer credit, so
Yes.
you'll be not only helping out a really cool local Arizona project get off the ground, but you'll also be credited as like you're some kind of a badass that's really involved with stuff. So
we strongly
I love
believe
Rich, dude.
Once we're done, it's going to double
I
as
know.
opposed to pilot, which will be pitched to all
almost like, I don't have children, but it's like having a child and seeing it grow, So it means a lot to me. It means a lot to the crew.
My favorite fart of the filming process was smelling this guy's farts.
No prop guns over here.
No problem.
Is that really bad to talk about?
My favorite part on that is Cliff's reaction.
Yeah.
He's
Because
like,
he
goes,
thought
"No prob-"
about, and he thought about it for a second. Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking
I love
Rick's dude.
Jaybird too, man. He's good in front of the camera.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I love everybody, honestly, but me, because I'm all robotic. Because I'm I didn't care how I presented. I just was trying to get exposition, and my shit was more scripted. But for them, I just had questions, and then just edited it all together, and just trying to make a,
Yeah.
I've never made a Kickstarter video before, so.
You did a good job, man.
But anyway, yeah, you can do different pledges or different rewards. You get shout outs, signed posters. You can get an invite to the premiere. You can actually be an executive producer on it, which means you're also an investor on the project. Yeah, so go to Kickstarter and just look up the Soundguy. I'll put links and shit on
Yeah, you can
YouTube
just
or
type
whatever,
the Soundguy Kickstarter and it pops up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it has the logline, synopsis.
Yeah, I like this.
It has the actor's background bios, and then it has the character breakdowns, and then there's a bunch of behind the scenes photos, and actually there's a couple screen grabs too. None of the footage is color corrected, you know what I mean? So but it gives you an idea of kind of the look and feel we're going for and shit like that. So
yeah, it looks good, dude.
and shout out to Alex Marlar. I hope I say her last name right, but it's actually Jaybird's girlfriend. She did the behind the scenes photos and shit like that, and those are actually screen grabs from it. So
yeah, that shit looks great.
hell yeah. So if you want to help support the project, it's making my directorial debut finally, and working on this shit for about 2 years. It's not fucking Shakespeare or anything, but I did put a lot of time into the script and try to make it as funny as I possibly can, and just incorporate all of our goofy humor and shit,
Yep.
So, and also McClay's in it.
Yeah, fucking A.
I think I even put your bio in there, dude. Let's read your bio. Go up. I actually asked you if there was another picture you wanted me to use, that you didn't send me anything.
I said I didn't care.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know it's kind of fucking blurry. It sucks. It says, Bryan can be found weekly on his 2 podcasts, Tales from the Flip Side and the Bogcast. An avid comic book collector and seller, he made his acting debut in the feature film Late Fees and has been working on Keith's projects ever since.
Sounds pretty right, bro. Sounds pretty right.
Want me to add anything?
No, dude, I think it's perfect.
All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. So I just wanted to say that I was really proud of you, watching you go to Baltimore and, do that fucking con, and you're just shooting out podcasts left and right. You look fucking beat and burnt out, but you're still fucking powering through.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah, that's badass, dude.
Boom. New force of nature.
New force of nature, tantalizing evidence for new physics from CERN's Large Hadron Collider.
Wow.
The Large Hadron Collider sparked worldwide excitement in March as particle physicists reported tantalizing evidence for new physics, potentially a new force of nature. Now, our new result, yet to be peer-reviewed, from CERN's Gargantuan Particle Collider seems to be adding further support to the idea.
You know
I
what?
don't know what that means, but I
well,
feel like their timeline's getting more shifted.
Yeah, well, you know what? You know what it feels like to me. You know that Michio Kaku guy. He's like a astrophysicist guy. He's really
Asian dude.
Yeah. So he talks about how there's different levels of civilization, and when it's we're in the level 3 of a civilization, and when you get to level 0, you're you've hit the most intellectual thing you can be, as a civilization. And I feel like this type of thing is us moving levels. We just fucking went from
3 to 2,
4 to 3.
4 to 3.
You know what I mean? That's what we just did right there.
So what does that mean? 0 is where
like aliens.
Aliens, pretty
You know what I
much,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah. Where they like either they just don't care because they know how they created us. You know, maybe Zero is when you start creating fucking, you know, civilizations or beings. You know, that type of shit.
So this whole thing's about this whole like current theory of the standard model of all this shit, but like this new shit they're discovering pretty much sidelines that, and there's all kinds of new possible theories coming up about it.
It says the standard model is without a doubt the most successful scientific theory ever written down, and yet at the same time we know it must be incomplete. Famously, it describes only 3 of the 4 fundamental forces, the electromagnetic force and the strong and weak forces, leaving out gravity. It has no explanation for the dark matter that the astronomy tells us dominates the universe and cannot explain how matter survived during the Big Bang. Most physicists, therefore, are confident that there must be more cosmic ingredients yet to be discovered, and studying a variety of fundamental particles known as beauty quarks is a particularly promising way to get hints of what other elements might be out there. Yeah, that's obvious, right? They've been talking about that dark matter shit forever. You know, that's why the Large Hadron Collider was created, for this reason right here. So that's cool. That's I mean, in all reality, that means that it's working. They're finding out what that shit is and there's more to it. That's fucking really cool.
They started this shit in 2008, I think. You know.
Yeah.
They were saying that something happened in 2014 with this shit, and then it caused another shift in our timeline. I talked about it on the last podcast. I forgot to look it up, but yeah, this shit's just, like I said, it's beyond my brain to comprehend most of this, but it's just still very interesting to me for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's like almost playing God. Is it? I don't know.
Yes. That's why they call it the God particle.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, duh. Oh, watch this. That's pretty wild, dude. Watch this, what this guy does to this chick. And no one does shit.
Wow.
If they let it play, no one does anything. I can't do it. My knee's fucked up.
That dude should have gotten his ass beat.
Fuck
dude.
yeah. Got 2.6 million views just on there. Ow. Fucking knee is fucked up.
Wow. Wow.
Pretty wild, huh, dude?
That's sad, dude.
Let's check this cunt.
I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, temporarily mostly able-bodied, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, culturally Jewish, Unitarian Universalist, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, cat parent in mental health recovery.
That's gotta be trolling. That can't be real.
That can't be real, dude.
But you never know.
Yeah.
Where is your mask? Really? Where's your mask?
Was that say Twix sponsored what? Oh, never mind. That's just an ad. Let's watch this one.
Hi, my name is Mix K. It's mix. So kind of like cookie mix or mixing bowl.
Okay, next.
What the fuck?
What if they do? I'm not going to force anybody. I'm not putting masks on anybody. That's not my job.
so they can go in without the mask?
This is a county health department order.
Okay.
And a policy of the school.
Right.
That if anybody that's going to go in, they got to have a mask on.
There is no policy.
I'm not arguing.
Okay, so they can go in, guys. They can go in. They can go in. Go on in, guys. Well, they can't enforce it.
Good for them. Good for those parents, man. Fucking A. More importantly, fucking homeschool your kids. I wouldn't even want my kids in a fucking public school right now.
Yeah, with a mask and shit.
Yeah.
They cannot touch you.
This is happening all over the country, by the way. Not, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They're stopping kids from being educated? Like, what the fuck?
They can't touch you guys.
You know how fucked this generation is going to be, bro?
Oh, yeah. I think about that with my nephews, dude. They're fucked.
There's got to be a really fast change, man, or these...
They're going to, like, by the time they're 8, they're going to be confused about their sexuality, the way things are targeted towards them, and...
Yeah.
All right, I'll check a couple more, and then we'll wrap this bitch.
That's fucking crazy, dude. What's this? Some stupid fucking...
But that's why we're here tonight. Stand up. It's also going to take sacrifice to step outside of your comfort zone. But that's why we're here tonight.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Gender fluid edition. PSA that you... 3 ways to let your friends know what gender you're feeling today.
Oh,
Gender
no.
fluid edition. PSA that you don't have to do any of these. These are just things that I do. 1. Pronoun bracelets. You can get different coloured bracelets with different pronouns on. For example, this one says she, her. This one says he, him.
Fuck
and this
you.
one says they, them. The colours also correspond to how I'm feeling.
Fuck you,
So
I'm
black
calling you
usually
any
goes
of
with
that.
black male
Yeah.
outfits. This usually goes with like my pink female outfit.
See, it's not even... It's not even a... It's like the Disney cult, bro. It's like the Disney cult. Like
People
when
are really into Disney.
people that are adults that are really into Disney, or you know what I mean?
I hate those people.
It's not about the thing anymore. It's about like being part of like your clothing, and
It's just being in a group.
it's being in a group. It's
Yeah,
not
just
about
being in a tribe, finding
yeah.
your
It's,
tribe.
that's
and-
exactly what. But it's gotten out of hand, bro.
Yeah.
It's gotten. out
Oh,
of
watch
hand.
this. This is great.
All right.
Read what this says, bro. Read what it says
Alright,
above that
alright.
first.
History is made. First male wins homecoming queen at Rockbridge High School, Missouri. Oh my god, dude, unbelievable.
And he beats out the chick. Oh, World Star is always great. That's a real...
You need a severe loss. You need a severe lifestyle. You need to get the out of my face and leave me alone, because you are all nothing but the lowest form of military that ever existed.
Wow.
You
What
need to get out of
pissed her off?
She fucking lost it, man. Game over.
You probably was a bitch. Old people are fucking... they drive me nuts sometimes.
But you know what's funny? Like
Let's be honest. They get away with a lot of shit because they're old and you're supposed to tolerate it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like, fuck you.
But you
It's
know
like
what?
you're fucking 90. You should like know the rules. Like the one in my neighborhood.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that though? Like I was watching this show today where this dude was commentating. He's like, this dude was complaining that nobody does fucking what are the diss tracks anymore? Nobody does those diss tracks anymore. And
Like
this guy
rapping?
goes,
For rap?
yeah. And this kid goes, yeah, because you're old and diss tracks are dumb. People don't think diss tracks are cool anymore. That's for old people. And I'm like, motherfucker, dude. Holy shit.
I know it's all about like mental health and like you don't want to diss your peer. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
it's weird.
my favorite kind of music is just that gangster fucking drive-bys.
Did you hear
doing
about-
drugs?
Did
know,
you
I
hear
love
about
that shit.
the Let's Go Brandon shit?
You know what's funny? I was gonna bring this up and I didn't want to, but ever since we talked about it the last time, I couldn't not hear about it everywhere. And there's some like artist who
On
beat out
iTunes.
yeah, #1 of a song of that shit.
1, 2, and 3. He dropped. He's in the top 3 spots.
It's all fuck Joe Biden shit.
Yeah. That's crazy,
I
bro.
know.
And
That's why
fucking
this
nuts.
timeline just feels
And
so
people are
weird.
complaining about it. It's like I grew up with fucking hip hop and music where they're talking about eating babies and shit, dude.
Oh yeah,
Like
grilling them.
Yeah, like
eating baby brains,
yeah,
baby veins, baby spines.
Yeah, like what the fuck, man? Like this is people are fucking.
Yeah, Brother Lynch is like one of my top, dude.
Yeah.
Just because he's like the Cannibal Corpse of rap in a
hip-hop,
way,
yeah.
you know. But it's not in like, I don't want to say bad taste, no pun intended, but like he's really good.
Yeah.
Like the way he thinks of it and the way he
His
rhymes shit,
wordplay,
and his
yeah.
wordplay and his cadence.
Yeah.
Like he's bad as fuck.
Yeah. Wow, man, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, let's watch like 2 more.
All right. Parents troll a school board in Pennsylvania with "Let's Go Brandon."
Followed by Rusty Miller and Let's Go Brandon.
Speaker.
I can't believe how big things blow up.
Followed by Rusty Miller and Let's Go Brandon.
Oh my god, memes, dude. Memes like are one of those things that just travel.
I feel like, 100 years from now, and someone's in art class, they'll pull out like this century, and they'll be like, "This was the era of memes."
Yeah.
And then like they'll talk about how they got started and
Yeah.
all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. This isn't even a parody. Oh great.
oh no.
Fully fledged person already accepted to Harvard University. It has never ever mattered. At no point ever has it mattered whether it's just a clump of cells or a fully fledged person already accepted to Harvard University. It has never ever mattered when life begins. The point is that a person cannot use another person's body without their permission. By forcing women to share their bodies with fetuses to keep them alive, you are actually suggesting that fetuses should have more rights than any other person in the world, and that people with uteruses should have less rights. If you want a fetus to have the same rights as other people, I hate to break it to you, but you'd be pro-choice. At no point.
What the fuck was that?
Whether it's just a clump
Yeah,
of
that's-
cells or a fully fledged
Yeah.
person.
Get the fuck out of here. Did you hear about that tiger that they found in the middle of Texas, like a winter, like half frozen to death, and they revived him, and now he's okay and stuff? Did you hear about that? Because of all those tigers, there's more tigers in Texas
Then the world, and
Yeah.
then the entire world combined.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a crazy stat.
yeah, sad, dude. Fucked.
Yeah, on TikTok, they'll every once in a while, like one of the pages I scroll on, it'll land on some like dude from like fucking Dubai or some rich Saudi Arabian guy
With a
and he-
cheetah or
yeah, and
something.
he's on his fucking sofa with the fucking like a tiger or some shit.
Yeah,
And I love reading the comments. 'cause
yeah, they just
everyone's
go
like,
in on him.
Yeah, like this motherfucker, because
Yeah.
you can tell he's just rich and he's just doing it to
Yeah.
like be cool and shit.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
anyway, anything else, buddy?
That's it, dude.
All right.
Make sure to go check out the Soundguy on Kickstarter.
Yep. Fucking donate $1. you know?
Yeah, fucking
We
A.
get 12,000 people to donate $1.
Yeah, fucking A.
We'll get there. So,
Yeah.
all right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.